Thanks so much for joining us on this Thursday morning. I'm Bill Wadell.
Many of us are hoping for a little bit of a warm-up this weekend. 3 men are now charged with the killing of 17-year-old Raymond Wood. That fire is now under control, but we're told it could smolder for several days.
All right, Kristen, thanks. It's good to hear that those crews are doing okay. Now, Clay's in the Pinpoint Weather Center. Those firefighters, they could really use some rain.
This budget, big on defense, but it calls for huge cuts to programs, including public housing and community redevelopment. We have partnered up with our friends at Q99 to raise funds for victims of Hurricane Matthew. Many students tell us that they are concerned about the recent uptick in reported sexual assault cases on campus. One IT expert we spoke with today says the bad guys have found a way to hack into some smart TVs. The medical director here tells us that the numbers used in the audit are old and that they've already made a lot of progress. Some blaming politics for the increase in crimes against Jewish people and other minorities. There are a lot of safety measures in place, from bullet-resistant glass to ballistic rubber on the walls and on all of the ceiling tiles. This will be the longest indoor range on the East Coast. At 101 yards, that's longer than a football field. This is one of the docks here. This is just the situation that people are dealing with. They tell us that the water level way below winter pool level. Out past the docks, this is actually where the water line starts. And along with the ban on those water sports, some residents are telling us that they are worried about the fish stuck out of water, as well as the stench that comes with it. Frequent fishermen say they've never seen this many fish flopping in the spillway at Buckeye Lake. Some are netting them up as bait. 8-year-old Micah Nip scooped one up, rescuing it, and returning it home.
They're gonna die and they need help.
Does that make you a little sad?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the sight.
It's gonna smell horrid. It already smells bad.
But the odor that Melody Kerp is worried about.
It's already starting. The fish down there, they're all scraped up and bloody just from the water being so shallow.
Some boats like the Killer Bee are stuck high and dry. We found one boat on the water being used to dredge a channel. Some remain optimistic with ODNR's plan to fix the dam, weakened by construction of homes.
I think it's going to turn out pretty good once they get it all done and everything, and help out the community getting the lake back up.
Other residents tell us they're losing faith.
I'm very concerned about the smell and that there's going to be a fish kill that's going to be significant. And I just wonder if the lake can ever rebound from that.
It is expected to take months to dredge those channels from the boat launches here through Buckeye Lake. That doesn't do much for the people who own these waterfront docks. Now, the state, again, is saying that water skiing, water tubing is banned. They're encouraging people to kayak this summer. Reporting live at Buckeye Lake, Bill Wadell, Fox 28 News.
Bill, you helped them get a look inside their place.
Yeah, Adam and Tara, that couple fears that they lost everything inside. Right now, no one is allowed past this fence. Now tonight, 20 people are still waiting to find out how exactly this fire started and if anything can be salvaged. The roof is gone, the walls are charred, and nearly everything inside this building at Fairway Lake Apartments is destroyed.
Grabbed our dog and my keys, and I just ran out. I mean, I had no shoes, nothing, just ran out.
The timing could not be worse for Marla Getz and Fred Wingate. They're getting married in 13 days.
Both of our wedding bands, our engagement ring, everything is gone. We lost everything.
That's where ABC6 is on your side. We used a camera on top of the 40-foot mast on our live truck to give Marla and Fred their first look inside their burned-out second-floor apartment.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my God.
Fred and Marla were surprised to recognize a few of their belongings amid the rubble. They're holding out hope that maybe their wedding bands made it.
That's our kitchen. There's our trash can.
I mean, yes, the timing is unfortunate, but, you know, you can't, in these circumstances, put anybody to blame. I mean, you know, we are so blessed with our family and friends.
We'll make it happen. We've got enough family and friends that are going to help us make it happen. So I don't know how we're going to enjoy it, but we're going to make it happen.
Residents tell us that apartment managers are supposed to meet with the fire victims tomorrow afternoon. Friends have already raised $2,500 online for the soon-to-be newlyweds, and there is a silver lining in this story. Marla's wedding dress was being kept at a family's house, so it's safe.
We hit the streets with our undercover cameras to see if your generosity is helping or hurting.
Their signs share a story. Down on their luck, no one willing to help. But do you believe them?
If I saw my own grandmother panhandling on the side of the road, I would not stop and give her money. That's how strongly I feel about this.
There's few people with stronger feelings against panhandling than Joy Sylvester Johnson. She's the CEO of the Rescue Mission in Roanoke, a center that offers shelter, addiction programs, and job placement resources.
A lot of times they're buying drugs, they're buying alcohol, they're buying lottery tickets.
Police say panhandling is a nuisance to the community, and oftentimes it's illegal.
Does that ask for anything? But they're telling me now they're going to take me to jail if I do this.
There's no other choice, according to Mary Bond. We found her on the exit ramp off Route 220 to Electric Road in Roanoke. Police officers were called after Bond got into a fight with this man at the corner. She says they were both there asking drivers for cash.
I left an abusive husband and ended up with nowhere to stay. And in the county I come from, it's a little farm town. There's no resources there.
It's been 2 years now. Mary says everything she owns is in these 2 bags. She doesn't have custody of her 4 kids. No one is willing to help.
I want a job, but my ID was stolen when my wallet was stolen. Nobody's going to hire you without an ID or Social Security card. There's not really a lot out here that does scare me anymore. I'm not scared of staying on the streets at night in the dark by myself. I have had friends that have froze to death. I'm not afraid of that. I don't have time to be afraid.
Would you help Mary? Joy Sylvester Johnson says if you really want to help her, don't give her a dime.
You might feel good for the moment because you helped someone by pushing a couple of dollars through your car window, but you may have actually even killed the person you gave the money to.
Sylvester Johnson says any money you give someone on the streets is likely keeping their addiction alive, whether it's drugs or alcohol. We hit the streets with our undercover cameras and 5 trackable $20 gift cards to find out.
Where can you use it at?
This man spent some money on fast food. He spent the rest on coffee and cigarettes.
Thank you, sir. God bless.
This guy used his gift card at a convenience store in Vinton. $11 for gasoline, the rest on a 4-pack of beer. What about this man?
God bless you, my brother.
He spent $12.76 on a meal at a restaurant, the rest at an ABC store.
I wish you good luck, okay?
He tracked down the receipt, many bottles of whiskey, margarita, vodka, and other spirits.
Okay.
This guy
should be like 20?
blew all the money on 3 packs of cigarettes. What about Mary?
I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I'm trying to get a room for the night so I can take a shower and sleep in a bed and something to eat.
She spent most of the money on fast food, the rest at a convenience store that was unable to track down her receipt. Instead of a handout on the street, Joy Sylvester Johnson says people who want to help should donate to groups that help the homeless with shelter and job placement programs. Her message to panhandlers is clear.
Get a job. If you can stand out and panhandle for 8 hours a day, you can probably work in a factory or you can probably work in retail or get a job, a real job. Become a part of the fabric of this community. Be a good neighbor, be a good citizen, pay your taxes.
Back on Electric Road, Mary Bond admits she's met people taking advantage of generosity from strangers.
There are people out here that have houses and get disability checks, and they're out here to get alcohol money or drug money. The problem is those people mess it up for other people.
But she says it's your generosity that's keeping her alive.
Don't harden your heart to it because it might be you one day. You know, when I was in high school, my dream was not to stand on the corner holding a piece of cardboard. I never thought I would be here. But, that might be you one day. You never know what's going to happen.